Hi, hope everyone's having a good day wherever you are. And as I was kind of reviewing all of my videos and blogs on 31 days of essential oils, I kind of noticed a tone, and I just spent a little time thinking about it. I wanted to mention here, among a few other things. So the one is that I'm kind of gaining some clarity around what it is I'm up to with the oils. I never expected this kind of journey, truthfully. And the other night, I woke up in the middle of the night with this amazing thought that just went through my head. I'm compelled by the truth. And so when I think about the way I'm talking about the oils, I think sometimes it may come across as if I'm like naysaying, and that's the last thing. I am the biggest advocate for the use of essential oils. It's just a more mindful understanding of how they are affecting us. And that's where I introduce different facts that aren't commonly discussed. And so that's really what's going on. So the first 2 weeks, I just kind of went randomly selecting oils. And these next 2 weeks, we're coming into the second week now, but the following 2 weeks are going to be about alternative solutions, because one of the ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head was the blog I finished last night, or I posted yesterday, on star anise. And star anise and anise, while they're two different oils, are not exactly recommended for a lot of reasons. And I don't want to get into it here for time's sake, but please visit check out the website with the blog, as well as the YouTube video on that. But like I said, I'm not trying to naysay. I'm basically reporting information, trying to shed light, if you will, on how they really are affecting us individually, as well, and how they integrate with the environment. I mean, we can't escape the environment. And so that's really what I'm bringing into this. So like I said, the last 2 weeks of this journey, I will offer ideas on alternative solutions to the oils that I kind of went, no, not so much. Be careful with those. Use caution. Once in a blue moon. So I've decided that's what's going to happen with the second 2 weeks of 31 days of essential oils. And on that note, when I was talking about anise, it made me think of it. I've seen there's a lot of oil blends on the market. Having been in this for 30 years, you see a lot. And one of the things that just for whatever reason hit me today, I guess it's around digestion, because digestion is a big thing. It starts in the mouth and ends at the cell. And we have it right now that as long as the GI tract, the bowels, the liver, the stomach seem to be functioning fairly well, that we're not realizing that it takes more. But that's not even the point of this. What I'm getting at is that the oil blends that are designed for specific purposes like digestion or hormones, we have to be careful, because first and foremost, there are quite a few oils generally in these blends. I don't recommend more than 3 or 4 at one time. Beyond that, becomes real targeted. And that's what I'm seeing, actually, when I look at these blends. And I'm not trying to badmouth. I do understand the intention. I really, really do. People are in this for the benefit of health and wellness. But the fact is like there's components to these oils that make them, that expand their properties. So many oils are good for digestion. And one blend I'm thinking of in particular, it's basically loaded with oils that, number one, there's a few oils that aren't recommended with medications. Number two, they're very estrogenic in their activity in the body, and that is really cumbersome given the type of environment that we have. So realizing that these blends that are out there, this is the reason why I really strongly advocate for learning how to use oils and develop ways of using oils on a daily basis for your own body, as opposed to buying already pre-made blends, because your hormonal challenges may not be like the neighbors. And as I was talking about in the video for Holy Basil that comes out tomorrow, holy basil is actually good for anxiety, but we have to keep in mind there's a chemistry to anxiety. There's various chemicals involved with anxiety, which I wrote about in the Ultimate Guide. And so holy basil doesn't, it addresses one specific aspect of that, but it's not necessarily good for all anxiety. So there's a variation in the anxiety. There's a variation in our hormonal balance. There's a variation in what's actually going on with our digestive system. And so these things are really important to remember when we're looking at these blends, because as I said, even though the blend says for digestion, there's a whole lot more going on, because like I said, each one of those oils, and I mean, sometimes I've seen 6, 7, as many as 8 oils in one blend. They have a variety of properties that may not be suitable for you. So again, I respect and appreciate what people are doing and why they've produced these blends, but we need to be, and that's not okay. I say this, it's just mindful. And not everybody is ready for that, and that's okay. But for those of you who are interested in more fact-finding, more factual information, and being able to better affect, it doesn't necessarily matter to the adults, but it's really important for our children. This is the reason why a lot of these oils are no longer acceptable for use with children, because of their direct influence on very specific chemicals in the body. And that's something I really strongly suggest we avoid. Anyway, I just wanted to offer that today. Hope you guys, like I said, are having a great day wherever you are. It's turning into springtime here. You can't really see it out there, but you can see a little bit of green. Anyway, you guys take care. See ya.